We're going to chat to another bloke now about a little thing going on in Australian politics.
You might not be a fan of
Liberals-
politics, but this is leading news at the moment. Will the coalition stay together?
Yeah, and look, it's important too because obviously a lot of people voted for the coalition here, right? Like this is one of the last areas where the coalition is at its strongest. So obviously I think a lot of Sunshine Coasters would like to see the coalition survive and thrive. But at the moment they're really on the back foot with this split. And joining us from Canberra is our own MP, Andrew Wallace. Good morning. Thank you so much for joining us.
Good morning, Mark. Good morning, AB. Good morning to your listeners.
Now, you are actually in Canberra at the moment. You're amongst the action.
I am. It's freezing. It's 10 degrees down here.
What?
Nothing to make you miss the sunny coast more than a little trip down to the nation's capital. Obviously, some dramatic scenes with the coalition over the last couple of days, the latest being overnight, One Nation's mystery recruit to be revealed or tipped to be former Liberal Senator Cory Bernardi. What's happening? How are you guys feeling in all of this?
Well, firstly, AB, Cory Bernardi hasn't been a part of the LNP or the Liberal Party from South Australia for some 8 years. So I don't think it's a defection or anything like that. Cory's been out of politics for a long, long time, and if he chooses to come back in for One Nation, that's a matter for him.
Well, yesterday, David Littleproud faced the spill, which we all knew that he wasn't going to be rolled, but it did give him a good solid warning from the rest of the Nationals. Hey, we've got to get this back together because, the coalition's going to lose a lot of votes, even more votes than the last election. It did look like after some crisis meetings, they've come to some sort of terms of reuniting. That must have been a positive thing for yourself?
Well, it's positive not just for ourselves, but also for the nation, because to have a good government, you have to have a good, strong, functioning opposition, and we're always better together. We're stronger together as a coalition. So, but the deal's not quite there yet. There's more talks to be done over the course of the next couple of days, but some very solid discussions last night.
What are your thoughts on, the Nats having these discussions with One Nation and potentially becoming their own party? Like, is that something as a Liberal MP that you would ever see in the future for the Liberal Party?
No, B, I'm not sure where you're getting that from. I think there's pretty much zero chance of that. Look, the coalition, the Liberal and National parties have formed coalition for decades, and the reality is we together have been in government more than any other party or parties over the last 125 years. So the answer to getting the country back on track is holding this government to account. Today, we've got a Reserve Bank meeting, which is very likely to increase interest rates. But even without that interest rate rise, the average Australian mortgage holder is paying $21,000 a year more in their interest payments than they were under the coalition. This government is continuously, recklessly spending, and what that's doing is it's driving inflation. And that means that Australians are paying more for everything. So,
but with respect, Andrew, that's the pitch to the last election, and at the moment Australians are looking to you guys to hold them accountable. You've got to get back to the coalition, getting back together to have any real political strength, to have any real take it to the government kind of strength.
Yep.
So the language seems to have cooled. But tell me, have you dealt with the Nationals wanting to vote on certain policies out on their own independently of what the Liberals think? Is that issue going to be resolved anytime soon, do you think?
Well, that's a matter for discussion, Mark, but ultimately the issue of cabinet solidarity or shadow cabinet solidarity in our case is really important. The Nationals have split from the coalition twice now in the last 12 months over this very issue. So that is something that has to be sorted out, because without sorting that out, we run the risk of just repeating this again, and we cannot allow that to happen.
Now, we know, Andrew, just finally, you are a bit of a Swiftie. Unfortunately, Westy threw you under the bus with that one. He did say, just a reminder, he is... Everyone's been playing on the "we are never getting back together" as being the current state of the coalition, but
this is where
you're saying it's not the case. No. Which Taylor Swift song or any song applies at the moment to where the coalition are at?
Oh, well, sorry, a very noisy truck passing.
So I got that.
I mean, I can give you some ideas if you need.
Yeah, I think AB,
Go
that
for
might help. Yeah.
Okay, cruel summer, because it has been tough. Like you're getting out of the
cruel summer.
Yeah. I knew you were trouble towards Cory Bernardi, maybe.
I don't know if that one's helping.
Or love story, like it's possibly going to reunite. We don't know.
Yeah, maybe. Or
Shake it off. Let's move past all of the negativity we previously had.
Shake it off.
Yeah,
Shake
it off.
Andrew Wallace, I put it to you. You walk into that party room today singing "Shake It Off, Shake It Off."
Everything
shake
will be
it off.
healed.
I think we're going to be a lot closer to a solution here, mate.
Good on you guys. Thanks
Thank
very
you.
much.
There we go. There's Andrew Wallace MP. Bit of a voice of reason in all of this madness.
Hopefully they sort it out. I hate conflict.
Well, as I say, they've got to unite. Otherwise, they just won't do what they want to do, and that's take on the government on these big issues. 6:18. It's Mark and AB. You have not heard the last of that, I'm sure.
Absolutely.
It's Mix FM.
Authorised by Andrew Wallace, LNP, Boccarina, Queensland.